Film begins. It cuts from black into a shot of a house outside. Interior: Donna and D. Diamond's kitchen, day. We are given a shot of the kitchen door. Suddenly, Tino Manning, mid-30s, less intelligent and easily angered, kicks the door open. Behind him is Rodriguez Fernandez, mid-30s, the smarter and more sympathetic of the two. As Tino begins to speak, Rodriguez's face grows from confused to concerned to freaking out.
All right, listen up, lady. We don't want to waste our time, so you better not waste ours. Your son owes Dutch Schultz a hell of a lot of money, and we know that you know where he hid it. So tell us where it is, and no one gets hurt.
Donna Ann D. Diamond, almost 75 to 85 years old, blind, slightly hard of hearing, with dementia, sits at the other end of the table, with her hands tied behind her back. After a long moment of silence, Donna speaks up.
Jack, is that you? Could you turn my hearing aid on, sweetie?
Title card. Rod pulls Tino away and speaks with him in private. That was not what I meant by ask her where it is.
I thought you said to be firm.
Well, you hadn't even asked her yet. You just came in and began threatening her. That is not what I meant by being firm. Listen, you know what I did before this kind of stuff?
I don't know. Sold shoes?
Yeah, I sold shoes for a living. No, I worked in a retirement home, cared for the elderly. These people, they aren't like us.
Yeah, they're old.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're... You have to be simple with them. You can't be harsh or freak them out or anything like that. Why not? You could give her a heart attack and kill her?
Oh yeah, that could happen.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn on her hearing aid and we're gonna try this again.
Alright, what do I say?
Just don't say anything, I'll do the talking. The two break away from their conversation and turn on Donna's hearing aid. Hello? Can you hear us now?
Oh, much better.
Sorry about that. Hi, I'm Rodriguez, and this is my friend Tino. Oh, are you guys friends of Jack?
Something like that.
Rod hits Tino on the shoulder.
Oh, I sure hope Mittens didn't give you any boys trouble. She's startled easily, but I promise you she's a good dog.
Oh, no, I don't think we saw her.
I had to kill the dog.
You what? Why would you do that?
Started barking. I didn't want it to startle the neighbors.
Are you boys hungry? There's some oatmeal cookies over on the stove.
You for real? My grandma used to make oatmeal cookies all the time. They're like my favorite.
All right. So we're here today about your son, Jack.
Oh, no, he hasn't gotten himself into any trouble now, has he?
No, he's in no trouble at all. We're just here to pick up something up for him. Tino takes a tray of cookies from the stove top and places them on the table and then sits back down.
Oh, well, he didn't mention anyone coming to pick anything up.
He's got a lot of work to do, and he needs to attend to something at the moment. He asked us to pick it up for him.
Oh, I see. Now, what is it we're looking for?
Well, you see, he left some money with you not too long ago.
Oh, I see. I don't know why he'd need that again, but it's in the top cupboard right next to the fridge.
Huh, that was easy.
Tino pulls a chair over to the cupboard and reaches, looks into the cupboard and begins to take things out. Thank you, Miss Diamond. You've been a huge help.
Hey, bro, I hate to break it to you, but it ain't up here.
Top cupboard, right?
Yes, I'm certain of it. I use that honey in my tea all the time.
Oh, no. Donna.
Oh, my God.
Tino steps off the chair and slowly puts it back next to the table. Miss Diamond, please. We're talking about the...
Please, call me Donna, sweetheart.
Donna, please, we're...
Donna and D. Diamond, but you can just call me Donna.
Donna, Jack says he left you with a case of money. Money. With an M. It's very important that we get it back to him.
Oh, the money!
Yes, Donna, the money.
I remember him dropping it off and telling me to look after it just before leaving.
Yes, and where did he put it?
About an hour after he left, Larry came over.
Right, and so Larry did something with the money.
No, Larry's the cable guy.
Right. So did you use some of the money to pay Larry?
No, I wrote him a check, sweetie.
Right, okay, but what does this have to do with...
After Larry left, Diane came over for dinner. Once she left, I went to bed. So the next day I woke up.
Time passes gradually between her sentences as she explains the course of her week. Rod and Tino can be seen growing more and more exhausted listening to her story. More and more cookies disappear from the tray. Rod begins to eat a few.
So then Mandy came over and delivered the dog food, so I made her some lunch. After lunch, So as it turns out, the mailman was getting my and the neighbor's mail confused, which explains why I wasn't able to read it. So Martha came over and helped me with laundry, and then we went out for brunch and later watched TV. And after Sean left, oh, and yes, the same Sean who helps with my taxes, I brushed my teeth and went to bed. Right. And after that? Right. Then I went to bed, and next thing you know, I'm here.
And the money?
The what?
The money, Donna. Jack left you with his money. It was in a case. Where did he hide it?
Oh, let me think. After Jack left with the money, an hour passed. Then Larry came over.
No! Donna, you told us about Larry, and Martha, and Diane, and Richie, and Mandy, and John. Sean. Shut up!
I didn't say anything.
Donna, listen. Do you remember when Jack, your son Jack, came and hid the briefcase he gave to you? We need to know where it is.
Oh, well, I believe he left it. Suddenly an alarm clock goes off. Everyone is startled. Oh, time to feed Mittens. Would you boys be a dear and get some dog food out from the pantry and put it in the palm of my hand?
Tino makes his way to the pantry. No problem, Miss D.
Thank you, sweetie. You're too much.
Hey, Donna, Tina here will feed the dog for you. Don't worry about it. Just go back to when you were talking about the money.
No, Mittens only eats directly out of the palm of my hand. She won't eat otherwise.
Why do I have to feed the dog?
Rodriguez stares at him angrily. Tino then realizes why he should be the one to feed the dog.
Oh yeah, maybe I should feed the dog.
She will only eat out of the palm of my hands. I'm sorry, boys, but I'm afraid there's no other way. Can't you feed her later? If she doesn't get to her food, she'll have bad indigestion problems.
Rod and Tino look at each other. Rod signals Tino to put the dog food in the palm of Donna's hand. Tino does so.
Here, Mittens!
Donna whistles to signal the dog.
That's odd. Usually she's running by now.
Donna continues to whistle and call for Mittens. Rod and Tino look at each other, unsure of what to do. Rod then signals for Tino to pretend to be Donna's pet dog. Tino shakes his head no. Rod holds out his fist, and the two play rock, paper, scissors. Tino wins. Rod puts his hands together and thinks up a short prayer. He then gets down on his hands and knees, and then he approaches Donna's hands. Rod begins to lick the dog food out of the palm of her hands. He almost vomits.
Oh, there you are. Who's mommy's good little girl? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Can you growl for mommy? Can you growl?
Rod's dog food still in his mouth, looks at Tino. Tino shrugs, unsure what to do. Rod begins to growl. Grr! Grr!
Good girl.
Rod continues to growl. Donna pats him on the head. Rod looks at Tino. Tino gives him a thumbs up.
All right, Mittens, that's enough treats. Run along now.
Rod crawls away quickly and stands up next to Tino. Donna, would you excuse me and Tina for a minute? We need to talk in private.
Oh, not a problem. You boys take your time.
Rod and Tino exit the kitchen into the living room. Interior, Donna and Dee's Diamond's living room. Day. Rod. Am I the only one noticing something incredibly odd about all this? She's tied up. There's two strange men who she's never met before in her home. They're asking her for a briefcase of money, and above all else, she's been the calmest one here.
Bro, it's like you said, okay? You have to be simple with them.
We've been simple. We've been rational. We've listened to her entire week. We fed her fucking dog, and I'm done with it. Pulling out his gun.
Whoa, hold on a second. We're almost there, man. Look, she just has a little dementia, okay? Let's put away the guns and breathe.
Tino imitates deep breathing. Rod breathes with him, smelling Rod's breath.
Oh, man, not so close, dude. That dog food is not doing your breath any favors.
Rod getting frustrated again.
Hey, it's okay. Listen, we're gonna go back in there, and I'm gonna do all the talking, alright?
Alright. Interior, Donna and D. Diamond's kitchen. Day. The two enter the kitchen once more. Rod and Tino sit down at the kitchen table. Donna is humming. Rod looks at Tino, waiting for him.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Donna.
Ma'am? Rod picks up another tray of cookie and begins taking small bites out of it.
You boys are still here? I thought you two had left.
Oh, no, and leave you tied up like that? We wouldn't.
Oh, it's no problem at all, sweetie.
Right, now, Donna, it's critical that we get that money back to Jack, so we're gonna need you to tell us where it is.
Oh, it's right under the kitchen sink, sweetheart.
Rod and Tino look at each other. Tino gets up and onto his knees and looks under the sink and pulls out a briefcase. Is it there? Tino opens it up.
It's all here, man.
Oh, you boys have been excellent company.
Why, thank you, Donna. You've been a great help. I'm gonna get you untied now, alright?
Oh, yes, excellent company. Very amusing.
Amusing?
I wasn't sure how far you boys would go. Listening to my entire week. Oh, in the part where one of you pretended to be a dog? That was hilarious. I thought you would have broken for sure.
Rod and Tino are astonished.
What? You really think I'm gonna wake up tied to a chair and think nothing of it? You two think that just 'cause my eyes and ears don't work that I wouldn't be able to smell the dead dog rotting on the porch? I hope you two weren't planning on just leaving it there. Someone like me could really trip on that. Then you'll have two bodies on your hands, and not to mention my own son and all his men. You boys really devoured those cookies, huh? I had to cook quite a lot of cyanide into the batch to make sure there was enough in each cookie. But the way I heard you boys eating them, there's no doubt you two will make it any further.
Tino falls headfirst onto the kitchen.
Oh, and there's one.
Rod looks over at his friend lying dead. Rod stands up and pulls out his gun. His whole body is shaking. No, but you're...
Shh, it's okay. Just let it happen.
Rod drops his gun and looks up. Drops his gun. He looks up and away from Donna. He falls over.
And 2.
Donna pulls out a small knife out of her sleeve, and she cuts the rope around her wrist. She walks over to the kitchen counter carefully and picks up a walking stick. She begins to poke around at the floor with the... She pokes Tino and pokes over a bit more before poking the briefcase. She bends down and picks up the money. She takes a whiff at the large amount of money.
I should have company over more often.
Cuts to black. Credits.